Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to be demonstrating the alternating two-colour Longtail cast-on for double knitting. There are lots of videos out there that show this particular type of cast-on and many of them unfortunately get it a little bit wrong, meaning that some of the stitches will end up twisted, and unless you work them through the back loop you'll get twisted stitches in your knitting. It's a really fun cast-on. It's based on the traditional Longtail cast-on, which many of you will be familiar with already, and it gives this lovely sturdy, tidy edge. This is the cast-on edge here, where you see a contrasting line of stitches on each side, which is a really, really nice touch. It's also pretty good and stretchy, which is not bad at all. One of the benefits of double knitting is its stretch factor. So how do we do it? If you're familiar with the Longtail cast-on, then this won't be anything new to you to begin with. So what I'm going to do is I take both of my strands of yarn together and I tie a slip knot. This isn't going to be used as our stitches, it's just there to keep the yarns together. Now, in order to perform the Longtail aspect of this, if you hold the yarn in your right hand and on the needle, and then you grasp the long tails, the working yarns attached to both balls, with the lower fingers of each hand, and with the thumb and forefinger go in between the two strands and splay them out like that. So we have this sort of Y shape, which you can see there. Now, holding on to the slip knot here, to perform the Longtail cast-on, the first half of what we're doing here is going to be exactly the same as what you're used to. We have 4 strands on the thumbs and fingers. We have the outer thumb strand, the inner thumb strand, the inner finger strand, and the outer finger strand. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, working from left to right. What we do is we come in front of the outer thumb strand and pick up that strand there. Then we go down and round the inner finger strand, picking up that strand from there, and come back between the two thumb strands, let go of the thumb, and tighten up, and that's given us one green stitch on the needle. Then to perform the second half of this, we do everything sort of in reverse. Instead of going this way and picking up the outer thumb strand, we swing the needle around this way and pick up the outer finger strand, like so. Then this time, instead of going down from above, we come underneath the inner thumb strand and pick it up from under. That's what prevents the stitches from twisting on the other side. Then we take that white strand and take it down between the two strands on the finger, let go with the finger, and retighten. And there we have one stitch of each colour. So that's our first pair of stitches. Ignoring the slip knot, that's our first pair of stitches cast on. So then to show that again to you, the first time through we come around the outer thumb strand, pick it up from underneath, go down around the inner finger strand, and then pull the needle back through the two thumb strands, release the thumb and retighten. And then, reversing all of that, we go around the outer finger strand, up from underneath the inner thumb strand, and take the needle down between the two strands on the finger, release the finger, and tighten up. And there we have 2 pairs of stitches. You'll get a really nice flow with this eventually, and you'll see we can pick up one there and then the other like so. So it really doesn't have to be hard work at all. One more time. Let's come around the front of the outer thumb strand, pick it up from underneath, come down around and behind the inner finger strand, and then back through the 2 strands on the thumb, release and retighten, and then come around the outer finger strand from underneath there, from underneath the inner thumb strand, and then back through where we came from between the 2 finger strands, release and tighten. When you've cast on the requisite number of pairs of stitches, you'll find that what you'll need to do is turn the work and start knitting for double knitting. So you might want to just be aware of which strand of yarn goes over your finger and which strand of yarn goes over your thumb. In this case, I wanted my background colour to be on the right side of the work, on the facing side of the fabric. I wanted it to be green, so I've got the green, the background colour, over my finger. So your background colour is over your finger. What that will give you is this side of the little coaster there. And so when you turn the work, you're ready to start as if working on a wrong side, double knitting with the white stitch to start with. And there you have it, the alternating two-colour long tail cast on for double knitting.